And then we got Coach Anderson leading the opening statement.
Opening statement. Great doing this series. I mean, we're playing so well right now. It is so much fun to sit back and watch them play. We're working all facets of the game. We had a great come from the bullpen with Lauren Krings. I thought she did an outstanding job, and it's huge to get a good outing out of her. And just our offensive power, like just really, really impressive.
Ben and Colin.
Larissa, how have you seen your pitching staff really lock in this weekend? This is a really dangerous Arkansas team. They've only allowed 4 runs in the first 2 games.
I mean, we're doing a lot more preparation. They're starting to learn a little bit more on the hitters. We're paying a lot more attention to some video and really kind of talking through their lineup a lot more. And it's been a transition, early on in their careers. I mean, again, they're still freshmen. I don't want to give them too much so they overthink, and we've reached the point where now they're understanding a little bit more about what they can do, and now they're starting to read hitters and attack hitters a lot more, and you can see that it's really definitely paying off.
Hey, Coach, I got a 2-parter for you here. First off, what's been more impressive for you from this pitching staff, the back-to-back 2 hitters, or the fact that you've only had to use 2 pitchers in each game and 2 different ones each game?
I think it's the 2 hitters. We've given up a couple of those hits early on, and they've really shut them down. I think that's the most impressive thing, to be able to shut down a team like Arkansas and how potent their lineup is, and keeping some of their best hitters. I mean, Braxton Burnside in itself, one of the best hitters in the country, keeping her off base and not giving her anything good to hit. I mean, that's huge. But again, it does help our bullpen not having to go through the entire pitching repertoire in a single game. We had Emma Nichols ready to go if we needed to, but Lauren Krings did a fabulous job being able to close it out.
And then number 2, the NCAA, they're either deciding before you guys even start, or while you guys are playing, who's going to be hosting regional events tomorrow. Just what do you think this team has shown resume-wise to put their name in the mix for hosting a regional event?
So I got some confirmation today from the NFCA and also the NCAA. They're going to announce 20 teams. So they're going to announce 20 teams that will have an opportunity to host. And then on Selection Sunday, they're going to announce who those 16 are. So that way 20 schools will be able to prepare. I would expect that we're one of those 20. I mean, we should be in the conversation for one of those 20. And now it's going to be up to us to take care of the next 3 weeks to put ourselves in a situation we're going to be in top 16.
Natalie, then Colin.
You talk about statement wins, and I've been asking your girls about this. What do you feel like the statement is for these past couple wins? A lot of them have said, maybe showing people who Mizzou softball truly is with these past couple of ones.
I mean, the big thing is that we need to be in every single conversation. And a lot of times we're left out. And now I'm expecting that a lot of people around the country are going to be talking about Mizzou softball. Like you can't count us out. And we've always believed that, and we've known that within our program. But now the rest of the country needs to really pay attention and give these girls respect that they deserve, because they've earned it. I mean, they continually go out and they're beating ranked opponents. I'm taking 2 out of the 3 right now from Arkansas, and, game 1 against LSU. And I could read the list on and on and on. I mean, they deserve to be in those conversations to be considered one of the top teams in the country.
Yeah, Larissa, so much of that is being able to win the first game of each SEC series so far this season. Just what kind of preparation goes into being able to pull that off against the kind of competition the SEC presents?
And we talked about that yesterday, that we've won every game 1, which is hard to do. I mean, it's so hard to win game 1, no matter if you're home or away. And we needed to do better on game 2 and 3 and make those adjustments, because our opponents were making great adjustments against us. And we did that today, and that's going to be huge. And that'll be a topic of discussion within our team tonight about going into tomorrow, because Arkansas is going to come out and they're going to have a great game plan, and we have to be able to counterattack that. They still have a couple of pitchers in their bullpen that we have not seen yet, so we have to be prepared for them. But the preparation, and especially not having our midweek game this week, we can concentrate the entire week on our conference opponent, and then looking forward for the rest of the conference series and then into SECs, we don't have any more midweek games. So our preparation will start. I mean, I've already started looking at Florida and what we need to do in order to be able to attack Florida, so we can spend a lot more time on one individual opponent.
Ben and Colin.
Coach, you've also, and this doesn't pertain to today, but yesterday was, by my count, your 6th come from behind win in SEC play. And how much confidence does that just give your group? I mean, whether it's tomorrow trying to sweep or any given day in this league, they can win just about any time.
You know, when you have an offense that we do, and anyone through the lineup can be able to hit the ball out of the park, you know you're never out of a ball game. And it takes a lot of the pressure off of our pitchers. I mean, I'll take a 2-hit game any day. But knowing that I can let them get into a little bit of trouble and have them grow through some of those pains, that our offense is going to be able to come back. I mean, there's been many times that we've given up runs early and I've gone to the pitchers and go, we're going to score. We're going to tie this back up. Like, don't feel like you have to do it all. And then it takes so much pressure off the individual. So then they can really learn how to grow. And at the same time, it could be the 7th inning with 2 outs. And if we have one more out, we know we have a chance to be able to tie it or win it. And that just, it breeds so much confidence and comfort within the team that they don't feel like they have to try to scrap through a run.
Yeah, Coach, kind of on the question of hitting, just what have you seen from all weekend, these hitters being able to time up pitches and be on plane and really be driving balls to all sides of the park?
It's their preparation. I mean, we get to their hitting facility. We go early in the morning before our games. Chris Malvo has machines set up where we brought down some of our hack attack pitching machines. So he has it set up exactly duplicating what their pitchers are. So they have a real good game plan going in. They know the velocity, they know the movement that they're going to see. So that way they can prepare and they can have these at bats before they're actually facing that live pitcher in the game. Right before we get the lineup in the beginning of the game, they immediately will look to an iPad to watch film of the opposing pitcher so they have a clear view of what that pitcher looks like going in. So they're completely prepared.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
What do you feel like is maybe different about this year's group, whether it be the culture or whatever it may be, that, you know, has kind of made things come together in this type of way?
You know, it's 3 years of preparation. You know, looking back and when I can sit back and just watch my team play, it's all the hard work that they've put in, our coaching staff has put in, our strength and conditioning coach for the last 3 years. So it's 3 years of preparation of culture and dynamics and discipline and structure that are leading up to this opportunity. You know, they've bought into what our own it philosophy is. And that's really where it comes from. When they understand what their expectations and their standards are, and they buy into that, then I don't have to worry about anything. My team can just go play. I don't have to be the leader from being the head coach. They're led from within because they know their expectations every single day.
Any more questions for Coach?
Yeah, real quick. I've got one that's kind of on the periphery of things here, but after playing in some road series and seeing, you know, kind of what the crowd size is like at Arkansas this weekend, just what do you think of attendance at SEC series? And I know Missouri has been capped at 20%, but just the fan attendance and do you know, or do you have any idea if that number might increase if you guys do end up hosting a regional event?
I know the NCAA says across the board, the capacity would be 50%. Everything with our fan attendance is relying on Boone County Department of Health. So we have no control over that at Mizzou. Our athletic department doesn't. But I will say that the atmosphere here at Arkansas has been outstanding. I mean, it is something, you look at our team and our roster and how young we are and how half of these kids in this program have never ever experienced a road venue like it is. And it's just going to, Tennessee is going to be crazy and the SEC tournament is going to be crazy, which is going to be awesome, which is why they play in the SEC. So it's just such a great experience. And it's also something that we prepared for all week, where we had crowd noise over the PA system so then they can continue to communicate when there's a lot of distractions. I would love it if the Department of Health lifted that. I mean, you know, I want to have a packed park, and I know that our fans want to be able to watch us play. But again, those things are way above my pay grade.
Anything else for Coach?
Good stuff. Thanks.